exhibition Okage-sama de, one of the things that we want people to walk away with is an understanding of what life was like for the immigrants coming to Hawaii. And not only the Japanese, our exhibition Okage-sama de does tell the history of the Japanese in Hawaii, but what life was like for all immigrants. Because all immigrants, Chinese, Koreans, Filipinos, they all experience the same type of lifestyle here in Hawaii. And so as people go through the exhibition, we hope that they kind of understand what life was like for all immigrants here in Hawaii. Working conditions, living conditions, basically what life was like back then. In our plantation scene, a woman singing the Hole Hole Bushi, the songs that the women sang while working on the plantations. The stones behind us are our value markers. There are 12 of them. Each one has a different value that the Cultural Center felt really represented the spirit of the Japanese that came to Hawaii. And so we carved them into stone so that we don't forget, and then these values will be passed on to future generations.
So the idea of our historic exhibit, and really now the thought of the Japanese Cultural Center is, we want to preserve our past, but yet at the same time we recognize how our Issei immigrants came as pioneers, but stayed and became kama'aina. We became local people, and we participated in the development of the state of Hawaii. And now we are very much part of the very diverse society of Hawaii, which makes Hawaii special and very unique.
1世、2世、3世、4世、住んでいる環境でですね、随分表情だとか、感性だとか、そんなものも変わっていってるんじゃないか。これがこの写真からだけでも結構よく読み取れるんじゃないかと、こんな風に感じてます。ぜひ異文化をね、勉強していただきたい。その一つのいい場所として。この日本文化センターを私はご紹介をしておきたいと思ってます。
One of our priorities during this time is the preservation of Hawaii's World War II internment camps. People are not aware that Japanese and Japanese Americans during World War II were picked up and were interned in internment camps very similar to what happened in California, Washington, and Oregon in 1942. There were over 2,000 individuals, primarily men, Japanese language school teachers, Buddhist priests, journalists who were picked up by law enforcement, by FBI, and held in internment camps in places like Honouliuli. That is one site that we are trying to preserve at this time. And later today you'll hear some stories about Honouliuli from one of our volunteer docents, Jane Kuwahara.